Hello, I'm your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor Latricia Booker here with Kingdom Business. So Kingdom people, I am here to do a pop-up beat word message. So Kingdom people, I ain't never scared. You ain't never scared, Kingdom people. Listen, we ain't scared. Kingdom people. So listen, this whole message stemmed from a few things. So God had been speaking to me lately, off and on, about a person that from my past, that I dealt with in the past, who wanted me to return to them, and they felt a certain kind of way because I wouldn't. And they felt like, this is the thinking of people, this is someone who kind of messed up with me and just did a lot of crazy stuff, and I moved on. I went on with my life. That's what you're supposed to do. One of the things that God was telling me was this person was mad because I moved on with my life. And I'm like, ain't that what you're supposed to do when something is over and you no longer dealing with someone? But what I learned is that this person didn't want me to move on with my life. So anyhow, I did. And so, Kingdom people, moving on, just continuing with my life, you know. It became a thing of God would show me that this person wanted who I am presently with to break my heart so I could be heartbroken. And so when God would point that out to me, eventually, I should say, I finally said, they can't break my heart. And even if we broke up or if something happened, let's just say, because things happen, that's life. I'm like, okay, I wouldn't be heartbroken per se. I mean, I'm not going to say I wouldn't feel anything, but that's life. So I just thought that was interesting. But my whole thing was this, Kingdom people. I told God, I ain't never scared. The point is this, even if I go through something, so life goes on. Just like life went on after that person. Okay, another thing. I was talking to someone that shared with me. I had pointed out something to someone that I was speaking to recently, and from what I was pointing out to them, this person said to me, I would not hurt you like that. I would never do something to hurt you, because based on what it is I was telling them, that I was pointing out, they knew that overall that is something that could be hurtful. And I told this person, I said, well, I get that. I get what you're saying. I understand your disposition. I said, but let me just explain, you can't hurt me. I had to tell this person, you can't hurt me. In other words, it's a thing where I'm not in a place in my life where I can just be hurt, where people can do things and it'll hurt me. Been there, done that, wrote the book, got the doctor's degree. Listen, can teach on it, preach on it, do a movie on it, whatever. You know, Kingdom people, we evolve, we grow. So at some point, we should not experience life the same way as we did before, because we've grown and we evolve. We overcome things. We elevate. We activate. We upgrade, Kingdom people. Therefore, we don't move the same way we did before. The same things don't affect us the way they did before. So, Kingdom people, the thing is this. I end cycles. We end cycles. We don't repeat them. We don't go over heartbreak, over heartbreak, over heartbreak. I'm not saying we haven't experienced that. I'm not saying none of you have not experienced that. I'm not saying that none of you are not. What I am saying is you overcome and you learn, you grow, you evolve, you level up, and you don't continue to repeat the same cycles over and over again. That's what Kingdom people do. I'm saying all that to say, Kingdom people, we ain't never scared. We ain't never scared, Kingdom people. You ain't never scared. I know I ain't never scared. Moving right along. My honey come to me with a concern about a comment. Certain people that comment. You know, certain comments. I'm going to say, I keep saying comments that have been made. Now, I'm speaking of here. Now, many times, YouTube catch certain things. I may see certain things and remove it, and I block a lot of people. I don't go back and forth with nobody. I don't do that. I'm not here to engage and be into no nonsense. My honey pointed out something, and what I had to tell my honey is that, listen, and I understood the concern because people do be on crazy. Now, let me just say this. My honey and I have had conversations before, just in talking about certain little things and how people be, at one point in time were just going crazy on here. And he said people are stupid. So I'm saying that part to say, me and my honey have an understanding. My honey even know people are going to do stupid things. So, and he doesn't address these things. He doesn't get involved in any of these things. Kind of like me, because people going to be stupid. But the people, sometimes people have been on here saying things to try to scare me and or make me stop. But here's the thing. Listen, I'm going to put it like this. It's been a lot that I don't go into and don't talk about. People have wanted to hurt me. There are people out here that want to hurt me. Now, some of them I don't even know. Some of them know of me. Because, kingdom people, as we can already know, and if you don't know now, you know, jealousy is a horrible spirit. It's a hateful spirit. It can become hateful. And so it can cause people to start to want to do things to harm people. And so, because the enemy, if you're open prey for the enemy, if you have a spirit of jealousy, that's an open door for the enemy to come in and use. And we already know these kind of people, them ones, they just want to have their way. They let the devil take over them. And sometimes in their mind, they want to hurt you and may even do things to attempt to take action to hurt you. Here's the thing, kingdom people, I ain't never scared. Kingdom people, you ain't never scared. Why? First of all, we not dummies. We're not finna go fall into no traps. We're not stupid. Second, and if you're working through that and you a little naive and you learning this thing, like I said, you're not stupid. Because you're getting the understanding and the enlightenment and the strength that you need. Furthermore, kingdom people, you're protected. You ain't never scared. No one is going to do anything to you. They can be in a mind wanting to hurt you all they want. If somebody is spewing out all this hurt or they got all that going on in themselves, even if it's towards another person, everything that they're thinking in their mind towards you is happening to them. It's theirs. It stays with them unless you're open prey to it, which you're not, kingdom people. And if you ever was, or if you still are somewhere now, you're learning. You're overcoming, kingdom people. You're upgrading, you're activating, and you're elevating. You're not staying there that way. You're ending the vicious cycle that's coming to an end. Therefore, kingdom people, you ain't never scared. Talking to my honey today, going back to that. Well, yeah, today. This one was today. And my honey pointed out some little stuff. And I had to tell my honey, chill, honey, it's good. Because first of all, you know me. And you know I ain't know nothing like that. He was pointing out this individual who, he said it's a fake profile. And I looked, I said, yeah, probably. Once I took a look at it, but my whole thing was, I don't have the time and energy to be trying to look and break down and investigate everybody that's on my stuff commenting. Some people I know, I'm familiar with, I know they good, but some might say something and I might respond. And here's the thing, kingdom people. What I had to tell my honey, because I've been hearing thirsty a lot. I keep hearing thirsty, and I be seeing a lot of behaviors, and you know people are thirsty. People are thirsty for your energy. People are thirsty for your light, kingdom people. People are thirsty for your spirit, who and what you are, because they lack it. They don't have it. So these people out here thirsty. And when someone is trying to engage you, going through extremes, and in this case, if you're going through extremes, if you're someone that know me or know of me and I don't want to have nothing to do with you, and you got to make fake profiles to try to engage me and interact with me, that means you're thirsty. This is my thing. Like I said, you're thirsty, number one. I've been hearing bottom feeders. I'm like, these bottom feeders, thirsty. They bottom feeders. if you going through extremes to get somebody's attention, kingdom people, if somebody going through extremes to engage you and get your attention, they bottom feeders, crabs in a barrel, so to speak. Bottom feeders. They coming after you to get your energy. They got to play all these games to get to engage you because they're bottom feeders, kingdom people. And then they can't even come to you in this case. They can't even come to me as who they are because they already know who they are. I'm not dealing with. Kingdom people. The other thing I had to tell my honey is this. They just squirrels trying to get a nut. Kingdom people, take that for what I'm saying. Please don't do nothing else with that, kingdom people. They squirrels out here trying to get a nut. Kingdom people, they going through extremes. They will go through extremes. Because you the one with the juice. I keep telling y'all that. Here's the thing, kingdom people. People will try all kind of tactics. I had to tell my honey, listen, don't you worry about that. Because in this case, I'm like, it ain't going no further than right here. And this is the thing. I told my honey, I said, as long as they behaving, even if they on one, even if they a fake profile, even if they just trying to engage, even if they got hidden agendas. Here's the thing, kingdom people. First of all, I ain't never scared. Because I'm not a dummy. I know people out here trying to get me. I know people out here trying to trick me. I'm not falling for the trap. Like I said, it ain't going no further than right here. I'm not getting ready to be going hooking up with none of these people. When God pointed out some stuff to me at one point in time where there were men, trying to engage me in that kind of a way, in spite of knowing I have someone, which is to me so disrespectful. I was experiencing that at one point, kingdom people, my thing was this. I know who my husband is, and I know him ain't you. And I don't go outside of my situation. I'm not somebody sitting over here desperate, thirsty, looking for some attention. So I'm going to respond to anybody. What am I saying, kingdom people? I ain't dumb. Number one. Number two, I ain't never scared. They don't scare me. They don't move me. Am I careful? Am I cautious? Yeah. But like I said, you can't come trying to wheel me in because I already got my person. And you ain't him. So I would never respond to you, even if I didn't have him. I ain't stupid. Kingdom people, I ain't never scared. You ain't never scared. So here's the point. You keep doing what you're doing. Keep going about your God business, your purpose, whatever God put on you to do, whatever your tasks are, regardless of what people doing and what they got going on. Kingdom people, because you ain't never scared. First of all, you protected. And second of all, you ain't dumb. You ain't never scared, kingdom people. Listen, like I said, some of these ones I've experienced with people trying to scare me. Scare me. Do you hear me? Like I said, I've been made aware of people that want to hurt me. I have to be real careful in how I move. One thing I told my honey, thanks security, because he's very protective of me. Very. Although he tries to, stay respectful and not get involved because he know I'm doing the work for the Lord. He's very respectful, but he's very protective. And he will not allow anyone to hurt me. And I had to let him know. Thanks. Stay on. I appreciate you for, wanting to protect me and look out for me. But I'm like, you don't have to worry about that. Whoever that is, doing whatever that is, like I said, as long as they behaving, they could be right here. I might even comment. I might even whatever. And here's the thing. If they that thirsty and they that desperate and they, hopefully, if any little bit of engagement they get, I hope that helps them. You know what I'm saying, kingdom people? I know y'all can't talk back to me, but understand what I'm saying. I had to tell my honey, don't you worry about that. It's cool. And I'm cool. I ain't never scared. Kingdom people, you ain't never scared, kingdom people. Listen. Psalm 23:4 says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Kingdom people, what am I saying? I ain't tripping on these folks. Kingdom people, y'all not tripping on these folks. I'm reminded of my girl having a conversation with her yesterday, going back and forth chatting. And she was just saying how she had to duck and dodge all these demons to get wherever she was going, to get out of her building, where she lived. She be having to dodge all these demons. And I'm just like, the whole thing is that she's still moving, handling her business, but recognizing it for what it is. Kingdom people, she ain't never scared. She ain't never scared. Shout out to you, sis. You know who you are. She ain't never scared. Why? Because though she walked through the valley of death, she shall fear no evil. For God is with her. His rod and his staff, they comfort her. Kingdom people, same thing for you. God is with you. You can walk through the shadow of the valley of death. What? Because God is with you. He comforts you. He got you. I'm reminded of how he say, I send my sheep out among wolves. He let you know. They everywhere. The wolves are everywhere, but he said he sent us out. He sent us out among them. But he say, listen, be as clever as a serpent. In other words, be wise, so to speak. You be clever too. You be wise. Be on guard. Be cautious. Be careful. But be gentle as a dove. So we can move this earth. Move around this earth and do what thus saith the Lord, and do the work of the Lord, knowing they out here trying to get us. But using our wisdom, being clever, being smart, being cautious, and being gentle too. So we can walk in that love and walk in our gentleness. Kingdom people, we ain't never scared. You ain't never scared, kingdom people. What they gonna do? Proverbs 29 and 25 says, fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting the Lord means safety. Let me read that again, kingdom people. Proverbs 29 and 25 says, fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting the Lord means safety. So you safe when you trust God. This say fearing people is a dangerous trap. We ain't never scared, kingdom people. You ain't never scared. They can do what they do. They can go try to be all up in your whatever. I can't think of nothing. They could be all up in these comments. They could be stalking you on social media. They could be trying to stalk you at your home. I probably shouldn't say that. Like I said, they can try. But God is with you. You trust God. That's safety. You won't be fearing these people. It's scripture say it's a dangerous trap. You don't fear people when you trust God. Because you walking through the shadow of the valley of death and you ain't fearing no evil. Because you know who you are, kingdom people. You know who you are. You walk in the confidence of the truth of who you are in God and who God is in you, and he's with you. I'm hearing, listen, I don't want to go too far because I said this was a pop-up, quick one. And I do got to go, y'all, kingdom people. But I had to come and drop this. It's been stirring on me since this morning. It's after 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'm just not getting around to it. I've been carrying this message with me, kingdom people. But kingdom people, you ain't never scared. You ain't never scared, kingdom people. What? Okay? So kingdom people, I'm going to let that rest right there. Kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I really do appreciate you all being here with me. You all know I don't want to leave you, kingdom people, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold you down, my kingdom people. Kingdom people, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video out. That is all I have for you all. I love you so very much, kingdom people. That is my time. Jesus Girl is out. Peace.